All right. Hello, my name's Matt. So for my final presentation, I'm going to be talking about the cultural foods around the world. So there are many types of cultural foods, many different types of cultural foods around the world. Throughout this presentation, I will discuss the top three. And the top three are Massaman curry, Neapolitan pizza, and Peking duck. So we're going to start off with Massaman curry. Where is it from? It was originated in Thailand. Massaman curry is a sweet curry with fragrant spice, with undertones such as cumin, cardamom, and cinnamon. Some ingredients that have to do with Massaman curry are peanut tofu, shrimp, chicken breast, curry, coconut aminos, peanut butter, lime juice, and Massaman curry is served with rice or quinoa, which is another type, which is just like a healthier grain, and it's like a little balls of like grain, and it is topped off with fresh cilantro. All right, so next we're going to talk about the evolution of the Massaman curry. It is evolved from the word Musselman, which is Musselman comes from the Muslim heritage. It is evolved from the word Mallah to Masam, which is for the tangy tamarina juice in the curry, which is also from the Muslim heritage. Massaman curry is never made with pork. That was a myth. When I did my research, it always said that it was made with pork, and that was a myth back in the day, that people always thought that it was made with pork, but it is not. All right, so for the next food we're going to be talking about, it's going to be Neapolitan pizza. Neapolitan pizza originated in Italy. So what is it? So Neapolitan, it's also known as a Naples style pizza, which is the style of pizza which is made with tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. So mainly it's just like our plain pizza. So the ingredients of Neapolitan pizza: homemade dough, obviously, pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh mozzarella cheese, basil leaves, kosher salt, cornmeal, and semolina flour. All right, so next we're going to be talking about the evolution of Neapolitan pizza. It was made the first time for King Umberto and Queen Margherita, who were visiting to Italy for the first time. Esposito baked it for them for the first time in 1889. So Esposito was a chef in Italy and a cook in Italy, and he was the first person to ever bake the Neapolitan pizza, and it was for the king and queen. The Neapolitan pizza was made to resemble Italy's flags as their colors. So the red would represent the sauce, the white would represent the dough and the cheese, and the green would represent the basil leaves that were topped on top. All right, so for our last food, I'm going to be talking about Peking duck. Peking duck originated from China. It is a dish from China that has been prepared from the imperial era, so it's a very old dish. And back in the day, it was very expensive, and I'll get to that later. So what is it? The meat is characterized by its crisp skin and is sliced in front of the diners. So the ingredients of Peking duck are: it's one whole duck, ground cinnamon, ground ginger, ground nutmeg, ground white pepper, cloves, soy sauce, honey, and onions. So next we're going to be talking about the evolution of Peking duck. So back in the day, it was very expensive. So not a lot of people back then could afford it, because it was a 5-course meal back in the day. And back then it was very expensive, and not a lot of people could afford it. But now it's been 5 to 10 years since your average Beijing person can buy it. So in the past 5 to 10 years, now everybody can start affording it. The recipe was very bland back then compared to what it is now. Back then it had no spices at all. It was just the duck, and the very crisp skin, and it was sliced thin. But now they use spices such as the cloves, the nutmeg, the ginger, the cinnamon, the soy sauce, the honey, and the onions. And the meal now is a 3-course meal, and back in the day it was a 5-course meal. So next, I'm just going to give off some interesting food traditions that are just based around the world. So in Thailand, they don't use a fork. In Japan, they must slurp their noodles. In Utopia, they only eat with their right hand. It's considered disrespectful if they eat with their left. In China, proper chopstick etiquette is a must. That's also that if they don't have proper chopstick etiquette when they're eating at the table, it is considered like you're disrespectful. And in China, you don't pour your own drink. Someone always pours their own drink at the dinner table. And our last slide I'm going to be talking about is the top 10 food cultures around the world. So this is just ranked in the top 10 list with who has the best ranked food, and I found this on the website. At number 10, we have the United States, which is us. At number 9, we have Mexico. At number 8, we have Thailand. At number 7, we have Greece. At number 6, we have India. At number 5, we have Japan. At number 4, we have Spain. At number 3, we have France. Number 2, we have China. And the top food culture around the world is one other than Italy. That's my presentation about the cultural foods around the world. And just to recap the presentation, the top 3 around the world were Massaman curry, Neapolitan pizza, and Peking duck. Thank you.